Hello guys, welcome to our channel. So it's been a while since we shot a video, but today we have a guest with us who is an expert who lives here, and he will be taking us through the life here, visa application, and life in general, how he is coping in the foreign land. We have our guest with us, and our guest is here with us. His name is Mr. Zachary. Zachary, welcome to our channel.
Thank you.
Please, can you briefly introduce yourself to us? Where are you from? And
yes, I'm Asuah Zachary. I'm from Ghana, Upper East region, Bolga to be precise, and currently living in Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, if you like living in Czech, what exactly prompted you to move to Czech, and what was the reason, and then how did it happen?
Yes, thank you for asking that. For me, it was just like a miracle. I was looking for a school to study.
Okay.
After done studying in Ghana, my bachelor degree, and I wanted to further my education. So I was actually looking at a very reliable school that has most of the modern facilities that can help me achieve my goal in my level of own understanding how the world moves around. One must not just study at one place. You need different environment to be able to
Listen, different learning experience.
environment to have a different experience on how studies is being done.
Okay.
So actually that prompted me to choose Czech Republic as
I see.
my
So what did you study, and which school specifically did you study in?
Yes, I studied. I did my master's here in regional development and governance.
Governance.
University of Padubisi.
Padubisi. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Padubisi is just a few minutes from here. I don't know, or 1 hour from here.
For taking a train, you need 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 45 minutes, depending on if there's no delays.
Oh, okay. So, so tell us, studying here and studying in Ghana, because I think you did your bachelor's in Ghana and then you did your master's here. So what difference have you been able to strike? Because looking at the learning, the way the learning process goes, as well as the teaching, if you can tell us some kind of differences that you observe, and how did you cope with it?
Well, it's sometimes very difficult to compare that, but to be frankly speaking, if the school I completed or I studied in Ghana, it's one of the best universities. I believe you've heard of University of Cape Coast.
University of Cape Coast, around the coast, yeah. I do.
So most of the times we say University of Constant Confusion, because when you go there, definitely you will learn it in the hard way.
Okay.
Even though they don't have that facilities, a lot of facilities as compared to the current school I completed in Padubisi, but I will say it is one of the best, and they've actually trained us to be good and to study in every way to be able to be the people we are today. And if you look at Padubisi, as you say, Padubisi is one of the universities that are very good. Their professors are very good, very talented, and unfortunately, I didn't just study only in Padubisi, because the course I did, I said it is a joint course.
Okay.
Padubisi University and Venice University.
Oh, okay. In Lithuania.
Yes,
Okay,
so
that's good.
I had opportunity to study in these two universities. So
That's great.
yeah.
What about the classroom size? For example, I remember back in those days when I was studying my bachelor's in Ghana, I was in a class about like 2,000, and when I came here, I was studying, and in my class we were just like 12 people.
Yes.
Did you have similar experience? Or?
No, it depends on the class you are.
Okay.
Because my course like this, I think we were more than 12 students.
Part of PADOBC or
just in PADOBC,
okay.
We are very more than 12 individuals.
Okay.
And I think 9 of us were from Ghana.
Okay.
And then the other was from different countries. I think we had one Italy, and then we have some Czech students among us. I think it is one of the experience I think everyone who are out of this country may want to experience.
I see.
It was my first time I wrote exams and had
the same day marked and then yeah.
Graded.
It's
something very remarkable.
Of course, in Ghana you will not have it like the same day.
You don't have it the same day. Even if you have it, you still have to be worried whether you had the right result or not. But
yeah.
Here they will explain to you why you had this grade and the areas you need to improve when you come across such cases in the near future.
But I do understand because, I don't have to cut you. I do understand because the classroom size is small as compared to our case. For example, if a teacher has about 200 students or 500 students in Ghana, it's impossible for he and his teaching assistant be able to mark an assignment or maybe an exam within a short while or maybe same day. But in this case, if you are a teacher who has 12 students or 15 students, it's possible you can mark it just the same day and then grade the people. Or?
Yes, you may not be far from the truth, but depending on the facilities you put in place. People are actually creative, and some of these things are things that when you plan it ahead. You'll be able to do things in the way you're supposed to do it. Because I think with the current capacity of the university right now, they believe in practical than theory. So actually most of the time they don't just look at your theoretical background, they look at what knowledge you have and then how you will be able to apply it when you go into the corporate world. Remember, the course I did is to help in the local government sectors in policy development. So if you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the practical knowledge in the corporate world, I think it will be very difficult for you to impact these policies in the country you are coming from. Remember, the purpose is to train you, and then you go back
and help your country
and help you develop.
So, if you can take us through the application process to the visa and to moving here, because a lot of people are quite interested in knowing how they could find a school, or the process they should follow up to a visa, because people really want to have a guide on how it works.
Yes, that is true. Before you can move into a country that is not your original country, you need to follow through some process. And in Czech Republic, before you move to Czech Republic, you must have a reason, or we call it purpose of stay. And what will be your purpose of stay? It depends on what
you want to do,
or what you want to do in Czech Republic. And to me, I think it was because of education. So normally, I drew my process. I find out that you need to categorize the stages into 4. One maybe the orientation and the strategic state. And the orientation and the strategic stage is where you plan. You think about what you are going to do when
the purpose,
and that is the time you start looking at
when it was information
about the school. And then the second stage is the information stage, where you gather the information, what you need, what are the qualifications you may want to bring on board, your capacities. And then the third one may just be the submission of your this information you gathered.
Okay.
And then maybe you can just they have a fee, application fee that you pay, and then sometimes you may be asked to answer some
additional questions. Okay.
Yes. So this is just a little process.
So getting the school, is it the case that you have to contact someone to help with the school, or you can just check online? Because people do contact me because they watch our videos and they do contact and they ask, yeah, I want to school in Czech, I want to go to Czech Republic. But so some of them I find it difficult, to explain to them because this is just basic. If you really want to study, it is easy for you to just say, okay, maybe I want to study in Czech. Or maybe when you approach someone, the person may guide you, okay, look for school, and the person may guide you, okay, which type of school or which schools based on the course you pursued in Ghana or what you want to pursue in Czech Republic. The person will guide you in selection. But if people always, is it the case that people always have to ask, or maybe there's a way that you can help people that they can find schools and easy for them to apply? And
yes, you are right. What you just said is individual preference.
Yeah.
Okay. Most people don't like to read, so they prefer contacting someone who gives them the direct point to just speak. But if you are someone who like reading, I think it is best for you to go online. Everything is stimulated on social media. You just go and then you check, you just Google.
A simple Google.
Yeah, just that ask the right questions, and then the answers will be given to you, and you follow it as sheet.
Okay.
But as you said, where we are coming from, it is best understood that
people always want to.
When you ask, you get the accurate answers
than going to search online because exactly. So I get it. So let's also look at it. They're getting the school, and then for the interview. I know it's been a while since you moved here. So any other criteria the embassy looks for, like in terms of the bank statement, in terms of some kind of questions, what you look prepared to get to the, because when you go to the embassy, of course, you get an appointment, you do all that. What kind of questions you expect, or some documentation you are supposed to have?
You are asking the right questions. When you trying to apply in any country, you need to read the country's rules and regulations, what they expect from you.
Criteria.
So in my situation, it was a scholarship. So when you go online, then you check, and then you feel like there's actually an opportunity for you to apply through the scholarship. Yes, then you do it through the scholarship. You'll be if you are qualified, because the criteria will be shown
for the selection of
selection. If you are qualified, then you put in your application. If you are qualified, the school will
award you
send you an email asking you to take an exams.
Okay.
Because Czech, they don't speak English, they speak Czech. So they will ask you to write a test, which has to do with English, because you are coming as a foreigner, you are coming to study in English, so you have to write an English test. And I think they have their grade point. If you pass, and then you will get the scholarship.
So is it the case that every school in Czech Republic provides a scholarship, or is it some specific schools?
I think most of the schools have these scholarships, but it depends on the area of study. Most of the courses don't actually have scholarship. But there are such courses that are earmarked for scholarships. So depending on your field of your knowledge, where your interest is.
I think you are making me have more interest in being a student here. So can you also try to help us? Because some people want to come, but maybe the person has initial deposit, initial payment. But however, after the first or payment and other payments, the person doesn't have enough. Is it possible for someone to study and work at the same time in Czech Republic?
Yes, I think to my point of view on my own situation. I think the visa given to me, I could study as I work alone.
Okay.
Yes, when I was also a student then, and I had to take a part-time
Job? Okay.
Yeah, I think I worked in Hilton for some time.
Okay. Oh, Hilton is a big hotel.
It's one of the five-star hotels in
I think even Hilton is a big hotel in the world actually. It's a conglomerate. Yeah.
Yes, that is it. And as you asked about the proof of funds, it is not just the proof of funds alone. You have to submit all the necessary requirements. You need your original country passport, and you need your certificates, birth cert, and because of Czech is not an English-speaking country, you need to follow through some processes, super legalization, the translation of this your document.
Okay, so like satisfying it in Czech Republic. I see.
And remember the proof of funds you asked. I think they don't actually, the school I attended don't actually accept sponsorship proof of fund.
Okay.
You have to have it on your own individual because
account.
Yeah, because it may happen you are in Czech here and you can contact your
family or something like that. So and you need an emergency help.
Yeah, so you need to have all these funds in your account.
I see.
Your personal account.
Wow, that's good. So now I'm really impressed about that. And then because a lot of people want to take a queue and they want to make the applications and they want to study in Czech. And I've got a lot of questions, tons of questions from people like that. So let's also look at it from another angle. So after studies, what else? Is it like is people who graduate in Czech Republic have access to the labor market? Are they allowed to work in Czech Republic, or after that you are just supposed to go back to your country, or you have an opportunity to work in Czech?
Now, I think the main purpose is when you are coming to study in Czech Republic, after studies, the right thing is to return to your country of origin.
Okay.
To help improve
develop your country.
The development strategy, the development policies of the country you are coming from. That is the main purpose.
Okay.
But unfortunately, some come to Czech Republic and then things didn't turn out well. Because when you complete a school here, automatically you have access to
labor market. Oh, okay. So it means that you can work in Czech Republic.
You can work in Czech Republic. I even heard there's a law that says that you complete successfully, you can apply for. I think
visa.
Yeah, a 12 months
visa extension. Okay.
To look for job, and if you can't find any job, then you'll be asked to leave the country later.
Oh, okay, but if you find a job, you can...
Yes, if you find a job, you can still stay. As you know, the beginning, I said you need to have a purpose of stay.
Yeah.
So if you have a job, then it means
you have a purpose of stay. It will be a job.
It's a job. It's a job that will guarantee your stay.
I see.
Yes.
That's good. So any type of job that you get, you are allowed to use it to stay, or just like a specific jobs that you have. For example, in England or in Germany, when you graduate, I think you need to get a job in the field that you studied. For example, I will just give an example. In Sweden, for example, if you finish psychology, you need to get a job in psychology, then that will allow you to stay. And I think in Germany it's also the same. But however, they will give you an ample time that you can use to search for these jobs. So is it the case in Czech Republic, or maybe you can finish in agriculture, you can work in a restaurant, or you can finish in ecology, or you can finish in economics, and you can work in customer support?
Yes, so I would say it's not totally the same. If you are able to complete school in Czech Republic here, and you have access to the labor market, it would have been good for them to employ you on your field of study.
Yeah.
But you as you know, it's very difficult for a third country,
national
to
find jobs
in your upgrade.
Because sometimes we don't. Not for me. I also think because we don't also speak the language. So, for instance, if a Czech company is dealing with ecology and you graduate in ecology, sometimes it's hard because it's not an international, company where they use English daily.
Yes, the language barrier is one, and then as I was trying to explain, Also, they are also prioritizing
Czech nationals
first. And there are certain areas too. If you are not even a Czech national, you can't even venture.
Okay.
Just like my field of study, I'm not a Czech national, and it will be very difficult for me to work in the local government sector of Czech Republic.
Yeah, of course.
It is reserved for
specifically Czechs.
So you'll be forced to actually go in for a different job apart from your profession.
Okay.
Just like myself, as an engineer who completed here and then work as I was supposed to work at the local government.
But you are working in the.
I'm working in compliance.
I see. So let's also let's delve into your life after studies. So if you can share with us some culture shock first when you moved here in the first place, the first time you moved into Czech Republic. What are some of the maybe do you see something that was strange to you or that you feel okay no this like you got shocked by the culture and other stuff?
Yes, definitely. Since I'm not from this place, definitely you see things that actually
you find it strange.
Align to your way of thinking. Because look, where we are coming from, myself and you, we know that when you meet someone, you have to
say, you can,
hi, how are you?
Even if you don't know the person, yes.
The person here, you just greet, especially if the person is an elderly.
Yeah.
But here is the case, if you meet someone and then you try that, you'll be surprised that you'll be snubbed.
Yeah.
So you will find it like, what is happening? Because their culture is a little bit close as compared to we that have the open culture.
So let's
feel like each individual we are the same, and then
So with this, after comparing this to how you were brought up with living in a compound house with a lot of people, guys sitting on the base, how are you coping with this here? Because here you don't get that.
Yes,
because you cannot even say hi to people.
Yes, I think here
is it a challenge?
It's a little bit challenge.
Okay.
Because where we are coming from, we believe in extended family.
Yeah.
So we believe that when you take care of someone who has your lineage, you are trying to increase and to improve the whole lineage.
Yeah.
But here it's actually totally different. People live in nuclear families. They only care for their immediate family. But to us, sometimes even your immediate family is not important as compared to your extended family. Because you think and feel like you owe them a lot as compared to what you owe to
your own wife and your kids. Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it's much difficult, very difficult, but it is something that we can actually handle. If you are someone young growing up, you need to be flexible. So, based on my flexibility, I'm able to cope and live well in Czech Republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one must be able to adjust. If not, you can't live in Europe.
So, can you see a girl and just walk like in back in Ghana, for instance, you can see a girl and just and excuse me, and then you say, oh, you look beautiful. And can you do that in Czech like that?
You can't, because the Czech laws, let me just say, laws in Europe doesn't actually give you that
a way to objectify or maybe call a woman.
Because we have the laws here, we have what they call sexual harassment.
Okay.
So immediately you see someone and you start, and then the person reports you.
Yeah.
That you sexually harassed
in a way.
You may spend a lot of years in.
Even maybe that's not your intention.
Yeah, but it is not actually allowed, So sometimes it's very difficult to just see someone start calling, especially not even in the right way.
Okay, I see. So let's also look at this. In Czech Republic, living in isolation, you have any kind of social support, like in terms of people who you attend to or places you go to sometimes have a chat or to reconnect back with your root in Ghana? You have some place or some friends you do see like that, or any kind of social support network system?
Yeah, you see, the point is that when in each country, each country they have this diasporas, they have people who actually come from the same area, and then they have most of the platforms.
Okay.
It depends on you, the individual, if you want to participate in such groups. For me, there are some WhatsApp groups I actually joined, even though I remain mute, but I actually follow each and every conversation that goes in, because there are actually supports there. There are actually some benefits that you can gain from.
Some information you get.
Like Ghana, the group, they said Ghanaians living in Czech.
Ghana Union or something like that.
So it's something that one must always participate, but you know, in being in a group, we have something we call crowd. So you have to be careful when you are joining a larger group of people, because crowd can influence you and make you do some things that
you will regret later.
Some foolish things that you will do because of crowd. You know?
I see.
Look, let me tell you, when I was in school, you know, my bachelor degree, I studied in social behavior and conflict management. There was a time we said we want to do a demonstration. And my first time of participating in these demonstrations, and you know, what we were doing there, I was individual. To be frankly speaking, I won't dare. Because I'm the kind of person who is reserved and very secretive. So, but due to crowd, we all participate, and then you see how we dress them. After the show, you will realize.
You call it show? You demonstrated, you call it show? Because you had a grievance, right?
Yeah, we had a grievance, but at that moment, we were acting not. The action that takes place doesn't actually relate to
what your problems.
The problems.
So
it turns into a different thing altogether than the demonstration.
I see, I understand. So, wow, that's kind of an insight you've given me. So, with regards to the social support, I've also realized that you are a TikToker. You have a lot of crowd on TikTok. And then you are always busy there.
Yes.
Almost every day, I think.
Not really. I actually visit there when I have my off days. And then sometimes when I have a big shift, we start from morning until my shift, and then I go. The main purpose of me joining TikTok was to actually help to address social problems. You know, as I told you, social behavior.
So it's like a counselor.
I'm just a pro-counselor. Then I think I'm not able to go back to my country of origin to study or to help them develop. And then I can reach these people
through some
media. And I try to join this social media, which is the TikTok page, and I think it's Consultant.
His TikTok page is called Consultant.
So
he's frequent there with guys, and then they do discuss a lot. You find them a lot, actually. Sometimes they had sometimes 30 or 40 people.
So I have some few of my friends who totally helps me. I think I have Africa, we call him Africa Elon Musk. And then we have Salah, and then Maria, and then Jennifer, and then Asuah. These are the people that sometimes support me in dealing with these issues. I must say thanks to them for their support. They speak my dialect, so it's very easy to break down these problems. And then, you know, one of the most important things is that you can't actually eliminate social problems completely, but creating the awareness, making people know about these problems, minimizes it.
I see.
Help bring
sanity to our society. I see. Wow. That's good, because I sometimes do come to see your videos, and of course, even though I didn't join, but I join the live feed and I watch what people like you guys are discussing. But of course, I don't understand the language, but I do pick up one or two things, because I have actually been in the Upper East before some time, and then I do understand some kind of Kusasi language and some kind of languages in Upper East. And of course, I speak a lot of Ghanaian language, about 8 of them, so I do understand how it is. So, are there some people that you would like to say hi to or shout out to, because we are bringing the curtain to a closure? So if there are people you would like to say hi to, please say hi to them.
Definitely, sure. You know, before I move to Czech here, I already have a lot of friends. I have a lot of family members. I think my first thanks should go to my family. My uncle and my barrister dad. And, my stepmom. And then I also say thanks to Nigeria, and then Sabio, for being my brothers when I moved in Czech Republic here. And then Dan and yourself.
But for me, I'm here already.
Raymond, he's doing his PhD in advocacy. And then our Nobel professor, Solomon Jaffe. These are people, when I came to Czech Republic, actually in support of whatever I do. They believe in my knowledge and they push me.
And competence.
Yes, so I think there are people who work for me too. And just say thanks to them. And life would have been easy if I don't meet this kind of good people.
That's true.
So I would say thanks to them, and then thanks to Maria, and then Sultara, and I would say they actually did well in supporting me. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, and it was a pleasure having you on our channel.
Thank you very much, Kajo, for bringing me to the show to also help. Also help your
program.
Also learn how to also get their potentials build up. They also travel, they will learn a lot.
Definitely.
And our country will continue to develop, because we need human capital.
Exactly. That's what we need.
So it is very important we share our knowledge to help impact.
And our experiences too, because it guides people. So, hello guys, thank you so much for your time. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. We will be bringing you several captivating videos, and we'll be having our next guest in an hour time. He will also be sharing his experience. He watched a video on our channel, and then he managed to pass through his interview, and he's in Czech Republic. I say ahoy.